do it. Yeah, for sure. But are we into it, man?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm still recording.
Yeah. So, yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Flavor Six podcast, and I'm your lovely host. My name is Carlo, and on the streets they know me as Postman. And yeah, let's not get into why they call me Postman, but yeah, today I'm with my lovely brother, and his name is Jacxbi. Jacxbi the Great. So today he's here to tell us what's so great about it. So yeah, without further ado, Jacxbi, my brother, how are you?
I'm all good, bro. All good, dog. You good, bro?
Yeah, I mean, you seem like you're in good spirits, and it's lovely to see. And I haven't seen you in like a really long time. And today we're here for this interview where we get to dissect some of basically your music biography, basically.
Yeah, bro.
So don't you want to tell us who you are, because I'm sure you're very new to the Flavor Six members, family, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, so tell us who you are, where you from, what you do, and all this.
Alright. So as you know, dog, I'm Jacxbi the Great.
I mean, I know they don't know.
Yeah.
I know they don't know for sure.
I'm Jacxbi the Great,
Yeah.
Jacxbi the Great, and I'm from the trenches. I'm from the West. Soweto, Proto Atlantic Station Limited, bro.
Right.
If you know, G11, that's where shit goes down. And yeah, this is basically where I grew up, dog. And in terms of like, well, I was born here, but then at some point I moved, and then I came back at like, I think I was 3 years old or 4.
Right.
Yeah, and then yeah, so I basically fell in love with music while I was living here, dog. And yeah, bro, I picked up a couple of skills along the way, producing, graphic designing and a whole bunch of stuff, dog.
So how did you know when the music bug bit you? When you got to, how did you know that you might have an interest in music? Before we go there, like I want you to tell us about the producing side of you.
How I became a producer.
Yeah, before you became you crossed over to becoming a full-on artist.
I was an artist before I became a producer.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean. You understand what I mean.
So my producing side, bro, it's a funny story because, like I said, I started off as an artist.
Right.
I remember asking my mom money to go record. Like every time I wrote a new song, I wanted to go record it because when you have a new song, it's still fresh. You can only hear it in your mind, bro, and you just want to hear how it sounds on the speakers and shit. So I remember asking my mom, like on a daily basis, bro, money to go record, and sometimes she didn't have money, but sometimes she'd give me, and I didn't fuck with that. I don't because at that point, I didn't afford a studio.
Right.
I didn't afford a studio, so I decided to make a plan and got my own studio. I made a budget, went online, searched about equipment and shit, and then I bought my own. I remember the first days after having my first equipment, dog.
Right.
I didn't know how to use it because I was new to this shit.
I mean, for sure.
You did. So I remember going to YouTube. That's like the first place you think of going to when you have something you don't know how to use. Going to YouTube, searching how to mix songs, basically, how to produce, because mixing on its own, because I had to learn how to mix songs first, and then I had to learn how to master songs afterwards.
So is this where the accent comes from? Like from the music?
The accent,
because to like the general public, we all know you like South African, right?
Yeah.
But someone who doesn't know you would assume that this guy's not South African. What's up with that? And where did you develop that accent, Because when you speak English, it's like you're now a different person.
I don't think it was something intentional, bro. I grew up listening to a lot of American artists.
I mean, surely all of us did.
You did.
But with you, it's like a bit, it's like
I guess it depends on how we learn as people. Though.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends on how we learn. I used to be like a Lil Wayne fan
Okay, that
at
makes sense.
first.
That makes sense because I never actually took time to listen to.
Lil Wayne.
Nah.
That's the greatest artist of all time. I used to listen to Lil Wayne like when I think I was in grade 4.
I mean, as an artist, I expect you to say I'm the greatest artist of all time, but I'm sure that conversation gonna happen a bit later. So yeah, you were still talking about the production side of it. So when did you record your first joint? Do you still remember the first joint?
I remember my first joint, of course, it's my first joint.
And did you do it or did someone do it for you?
That's the thing, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I met this guy through my uncle. My uncle introduced me to this guy he's called Al Furic. I don't know if you know that guy. He used to work with people like Abu Maseve, people like.
Shout out to my sibling, by the way. We grew up on that nigga.
Yeah, he used to
work.
work
So to type big.
people like Abu Sishazi.
Yes, Shazi.
Yeah, my uncle was affiliated with the producer, the guy that worked with those people. So yeah, I recorded my first joint at that dude, Al Furic. Shout out, dog. I remember it was titled "Son of a Soldier" because my pops is a soldier.
Did you drop it?
No, I didn't drop it.
Oh, probably weak. Yeah, it's probably weak, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe for you at that point,
bro,
it was probably weak.
Dog. It was like back then I was so into bars, bro. Like I was so into bars. I fucked with the art of rapping, dog. Like metaphors. Multi-syllable rhymes and shit.
So basically, what I'm hearing from you, or what I'm getting from what you're saying right now is, you always knew that you loved music.
Yeah.
Which it's just that you couldn't afford how to.
I couldn't afford the studio.
Yeah, you couldn't afford how to pay for the studio, and you couldn't. So you decided to you know what, I'm gonna do this on my own.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, how best do you work with different people, or have you worked with different people in terms of the production side? Because I'm sure you're really capable of doing everything on your own, but how's that been working with a different producer, knowing that this person is in charge of my side?
I think I've never really worked with a lot of producers, but I've worked with a number of producers.
Okay.
And I can say that. Well, I like working with other producers because you learn
different things.
FL Studio is such a very massive platform.
Right.
There are various ways of doing one thing. So maybe let's say for example cleaning vocals. I could clean vocals my own way, and this producer might do it his own way. So you learn versatility basically. But in terms of other producers working with my vocals, I don't think I've ever tried that ever since I recorded.
Would you be open to trying?
Yeah, I would.
Maybe if a person
that producer would have to know a lot more than I do because
What does that mean? How do you measure how much someone knows about the craft? Because
you can tell by their
are we basing it
quality of music,
their achievements in the music, or in general? Because I mean, a lot of people have done so much with the music, but they just haven't had the greatest of accolades and appreciation from the music industry as a whole. So I think when we talk about someone who's really, who knows more, we're talking about someone who's reputable in terms of the accolades, and not him knowing the craft. Because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't go to a producer that works with an artist that's established but not that popular. You want to go with an artist that produces for, or you want to go for a producer that works with Drake, because
that's just a mindset, though.
Right. So elaborate on that basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's just a mindset. For other people, it is like that. They want to see accolades or trophies.
That Grammy, that hip hop award. Yeah.
Now, for me, it's about the skill, though, because.
But how do you know that? That's my question. How do you know that when?
One way to know that is to work with different producers. That's how you don't have, because that's basically judging if you want to see trophies. Let me give you an example. And we're not like us, dog.
Right.
There's a lot of talent, dog. There's a lot of talent, but you wouldn't know about it because these artists or graphic designers or whatever they are, they're not published.
Right.
People don't know about them.
Yeah.
But there's someone at home who's actually fucking good at something.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's all about going out there, finding the right people to work with. They don't have to have awards, bro, because...
So I want to actually ask a profound question right now because as you may know, I'm like a great music consumer, right?
Yeah.
And with the music comes like a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
Right? So I just want to know, how best do you react to criticism? Because I'm sure that right now, you're moving into a space where like a lot of people are going to comment on your artistry. A lot of people are going to love your shit. Someone's going to love your shit. And when that actually happens, what are you going to do to react to like critique and criticism? Because it's two different things.
Yeah. Well, bro, if there's anything I learned, bro, through my journey, dog, is that not everyone's gonna fuck with your music. Not everyone's gonna love your music. You know, like sometimes even the people that you're the most closest to might not fuck with your song. You know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that the other person doesn't fuck with your song because you know one of the things that kills, I believe, that kills most artists is that your surrounding. When you're surrounding, because I experienced it, when your surrounding doesn't fuck with your music, you feel like there's no point in doing it.
Right.
Until you put your music out there and then you realize, fuck, this guy fucks with my music, this Han fucks with my music, this person doesn't believe that this is my voice. Like, so it comes, you gotta take the good with the bad. You gotta take the bad with the good.
And that makes sense, but if I were to come to you, like maybe on a public platform like Twitter or Instagram, and just say, yeah, I heard about the boy, but I just don't mess with the boy because I think he's like whack. Yeah, like, because we as music consumers throw around those terms, without actually substantiating what whack means to me. But
social media,
I say you whack. How do you respond to me? Don't even do it for like the PR. Like, I mean, on a personal level, how does that make you feel when someone says to you,
says I'm whack?
Yeah, like whack, or I don't like the song that you genuinely fuck with, or you were feeling like in the booth while you were there, you were like really down. And when the product came out, it was really solid.
Yeah.
Now that you put it out, it's like, yeah.
Okay, bro. I choose to approach situations like that with maturity. Obviously, when someone says you're whack, and when someone says your joint is whack, and you happen to feel that joint so much, it fucks with your psyche, it fucks with your peace, But then when you come to think about it, not everyone is gonna say the same thing that this punk is saying.
You see, this is why I don't like artists. That's why I don't like artists, because artists genuinely feel like, I don't know, man. I think artists are really sensitive people, and you just showed it right now by calling a critic like a critic.
It depends on how you say it, though. If you say it in a disrespectful, if you say
but I mean,
I'm gonna call you a punk.
But I mean, moving on from that, but I think it would explain why you took time to drop music again, because I think you like took a huge time away from music. And what were you dealing with at that point? Were you like dealing with stuff like people you calling whack, or people saying several things, even personal stuff that you were dealing with at the time?
At that time, I was in a dark place at that time, dog.
Here's another thing about artists, dark places. What does that mean? Because like, I think with dark places, artists say dark places, but they don't necessarily usually translate dark places in the music.
I do.
And that's
where you listen to what I'm saying.
So tell me about that. Like
about my dark place?
Yeah, like, the dark place that you were in. Like,
yeah, well, first of all,
how did you even make it up? Sorry.
First of all, before I stopped making music for that period, for whatever period of time it is I took off, I had my equipment already, my studio equipment, and I was recording songs. But the one thing I didn't have was a camera, because we live in a very visual world. Reading has become less effective, and visuals are now taking over. And so I needed visuals, basically. I needed to promote my work through visuals. And at that time, I used to work with a friend of mine, well, a few friends of mine who had iPhones, so not actual cameras, but iPhones, and the camera quality is not that bad. And so, yeah, I worked with those people, but you see, the thing about people is it's like I was asking for favors. Every time I had a new song, I had to call my dude and tell him, yo, dog, I need you to record a snippet for this fucking crazy joint I just recorded. And then, people sometimes,
pull through.
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad, bro. I'm just saying, like, they have their own shit to take care of. And so, yeah, I basically didn't want to become a burden, so I decided to stop for that. I just wanted to get my shit together. And in terms of criticism, I wasn't getting that much criticism because by the time I stopped, I think my music was doing pretty good, bro. Like the numbers, I was satisfied with the numbers. If I could get 500 streams on SoundCloud on a song, I'm good with that. I'm grateful for whatever it is I get, bro.
So how important are the numbers to you and for you? And
well, my bro here just actually told me something a few days ago that numbers don't matter no more, though. We just gotta put in the work. Numbers don't matter to me no more.
Oh, to you, not like in a general.
Well, I can't speak for everybody. I can't talk for myself. To me, bro, like.
Oh, like to you.
Yeah.
Numbers don't matter.
Yeah.
And why is that actually? Because they think.
Because listen, if one thing that fucks with most people's confidence is the numbers. Because let's say you record a song, or let's not even make it about songs. You post a fucking picture on IG that you actually went out to, photograph, and then you only get 3 likes. How's that gonna make you feel? Even when the picture is dope, but you only get 3 likes. Three likes. It's gonna fuck with your peace. And so with me, dog, as long as I can put the work, 3 people, bro, is all I need. If you can listen to my songs, 3 people is all I need, bro. Like if you can resonate with what I'm saying, bro.
So
yeah.
Comparing like your first half of the music that you did in recent years and comparing it to like the music that you're making right now.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Is there a jump? Is there, like...
There's like, what's your question? How is it different?
Yeah, comparing it to like pitting the two together.
Yo, it's super different.
Like in terms of what? The sound or...
In terms of like the sound, the content matter, the subjects that I used to talk about in my songs. Recently I just decided to explore topics I didn't talk about. Like back then I didn't rap about partying. Back then I didn't rap about bitches. Back then to me it was about, like I said, I fucked with the art. I fucked with punchlines and stuff like that, basically. Exploring like various parts of my life, bro. That's my new music, which I didn't do back then. So yeah.
So now that's done, right? I'm assuming we were expecting new music very soon.
Yeah, bro. Of course.
I heard through the grapevine that you have a joint out already.
Yeah.
What's that one called? What's it about? Tell us about that joint. And where are we taking this joint generally?
Like the goal?
Yeah, like the goal with this joint.
Well, first of all, it's titled "The Night Is Young."
Yo, okay. The night is young.
The night is young, and if you can listen to the beat, it's a very gloomy beat. Like it's dark, but at the same time, it's got like party vibes to it. If you listen to it carefully, it's got like party vibes. And then, so when I was listening to that beat, actually, when I was making that beat, when I was just working on the melody first, like I transcended into this state of mind, dog. Like I was envisioning myself at a party, like drinking a lot of booze, sniffing cocaine. I know that's fucked up, but it was just in my imagination.
It's crazy.
Like,
don't do cocaine, kids.
No cocaine, no cocaine. I actually said something about cocaine in the song, but yeah, like that kind of lifestyle you did, rock star type shit. And then yeah, that's basically what the song is about. And when I was like trapped in that imagination, I realized I haven't really lived enough, because I've always been like an introverted kind of person. I never partied a lot, and even when I did, I didn't quite enjoy it. And so that song is basically about me, bro, wanting to go out there and live life, bro, as we all should.
Where do we get the joints available on?
It actually dropped today, bro. If you go to my IG at Jacxbi the Great, yeah, you're gonna find the link in my bio, and it's a very beautiful song. So yeah, it's out on all DSPs: Spotify, SoundCloud, Deezer, Apple Music. You mentioned it.
Twitter accounts, Instagram accounts. Where can we find you? WhatsApp, Facebook, Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Where do we find you?
I'm actually an IG person, bro. My Facebook, I actually deactivated it a couple months ago, but I'm only on IG, so at Jacxbi _ the Great.
Kindly spell it, eh? Kindly spell it.
Because it fucks with a lot of people. Spell what? Jacxbi?
Yeah, like your whole handle actually.
It's obviously and Jacxbi _ the Great.
I bet. I mean, yeah. Here we have it. Jacxbi the Great, chopping it up with the 406 podcast. And as you may know, again, my name is Jacxbi, and also known as the Postman. I always deliver, try my best to deliver, and I hope you like this one. And yeah, so stay tuned for more.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
I'm escaping. I feel like AKA tonight. Think I'll try cocaine tonight. Make my problems weightless. We're just avatars caught up in the matrix. Lord have mercy on the neighbors.